Hi guys, this is like the first video for Unit 2 polynomials. Okay, so this lesson is going to be about collecting like terms. So what is a like term? A like term is when there's two numbers and two or more numbers, and those numbers are multiplied to the same variable and they're raised to the same product, like x to the power of 1, x to the power of 2, or x to the power of 3, for example. Okay, let's have a look at here. So is 2p cubed and negative 1 over 2p cubed the like terms? Well, raised to the same power here means that x, it could be any variable. It could be like p or k or c. It doesn't matter. The variable is raised to the same power. That's my point there. So is 2p to the power of cubed, to 2p cubed and negative 1 over 2p cubed the same terms, like terms? Well, we have to check the criteria, right? So are they multiplied to the same variable? 2p negative 1 over 2p? Yes. So it satisfies this criteria. Yeah, it does multiply to the same variable. But they raised to the same power? 3 and 3. So yes, it satisfies both criteria. So yes, they're liked terms. Okay, so let's see some examples. We have this long expression here, but we're asked to collect the like terms. So let's assess. So we can see that x squared and x squared, they're both like terms because they're both applied to the same variable of x, and they're multiple, and the x has the same power of 2. So we can say that they're like terms. So we can collect them. What does collecting mean? Collecting means that you basically add them like a number. So let's say we have 2x squared plus 3x squared. They're like terms, right? So we treat them as numbers, like 2 and 3. And 2 plus 3 is 5. So our final product after collecting the like terms is 5x squared. So here we have, so when you don't see anything before the variable, you can assume that it's 1. Okay, and negative here, and it's negative 1, because if you don't see anything, in front of the variable, then it's a 1. Okay, so you have 1x squared minus 1x squared. That gets you 0x squared. So you just cancel it. You don't write anything else. You don't write anything. Okay, our next variable is 3xy and 2xy. Are they the same terms? Yes, because they're multiplied to the same variable of xy. They can be the same variable here. Sometimes it could be two variables, x, y, z, x, y, or just x. As long as they're multiplied to the same variable, then they're like terms. Okay, so we see that x and y and x and y, they both have x and y. They're both multiplied to x and y. So, and they're both raised to the power of 1. Thus, they are like terms. So we collect them. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 5xy. Okay, now for the last term, we have 2y squared and negative y squared. They are like terms because they're both multiplied to y, and they're both raised to the power of 2. So they are like terms. So how do we collect them? So 2 minus, here, as I said earlier, before the y, there's no number for y, you assume there's a 1. So positive 2y squared minus y squared minus 1y squared. That will give you y squared, because 2 minus 1 equals 1, right? So this is your final product. Okay, let's move on to a shape question. It's the same concept, but you apply it to a shape. Okay, so this asks you to find the expression of the perimeter. So we know a perimeter of a triangle is all the sides added up together. So we can call this A, we can call this B, call it C. Okay, let's assume it. Okay, all the sides add together equals P. Okay, so equals the perimeter. So the perimeter what equals to A is 12 plus B is A plus 8 plus C, which is A plus 3. Okay, so we collect the like terms. Again, A and A, they're both 1A's. 1A plus 1A, are they like terms? Well, they're both multiplied to A and they're both raised to the same power. So 1A plus 1A equals 2A. Okay, now I've got the A's sorted out. What's left? Ignore the 1A's. What's left? We got 12, 8, and 3. There, so you know we can add them to make a sum. So as a we can collect all of these three terms. So 12 plus 8 is 20 plus 3 is 23. So this is our final answer for the perimeter.